Okie dokie. So after that last experience, man, I've been shaken up all day. It's been freaking ridiculous, man. Like, I could not wait to get that uploaded. So I went ahead and uploaded it to YouTube, to Soda City Moto, and we'll see how it does, because that was pretty crazy. I know I see those kind of things all the time, and you know, you see people doing lane splitting and speeding down the highway, trying to get away from people and road raging, and you don't realize just how scary it is until it actually happens to you. Man, it was freaking scary. Like, that was probably one of the scariest things of my entire life. And yeah, it was really creepy, guys. Having someone chase you down and realizing just how vulnerable you are on these things, it opens your eyes for sure. So just keep that in mind as you are getting ready to start riding, or even if you've been riding for a little bit and you never had something like that happen. Just realize that people who drive cars, a lot of them don't like motorcyclists, and they will go out of their way to target you out and chase you down and at least threaten to do bodily damage to you, and it's scary. Something else that most people don't realize is that not everybody on a motorcycle wants to be going like super fast all the time, and they expect you to. They expect you to want that, and for that to be just the way that you travel. But I don't know. That's not how I travel all the time. I like to take it easy, and I like to cruise, man. I don't like to be pressured to be going faster than I want to go. I like to just cruise along sometimes, and I like to take in the sights and the smells, take in the good weather. It's really nice when you can do that, and it really sucks whenever people's expectations of motorcyclists can kind of ruin that for you. Like, I don't know if the majority of the population is trying to race you when they do that kind of stuff. Like, we're going 45, and I think of 45, and this guy's going like 65 miles an hour. It's like, just because he's near a motorcyclist, here comes another one, see? Just because they're near a motorcyclist, they feel like they need to be going 30 miles an hour over the speed limit. I mean, I'm going a little bit over the speed limit right now, so I don't know what the deal is. I don't know where these people gotta go. I mean, it is 5:20, so I guess, you know, people trying to get home after work, that's probably where they're headed. There's no reason for people to be going that fast. It puts everybody in danger, you know? People who live around here, people who are commuting to and from work, people who are heading into town, because that's where I'm going, downtown Columbia. Me on a motorcycle, any other motorcyclists. Just because you want to get somewhere quick doesn't mean you have to, you know, drive like a dick. Oh, someone's smoking weed. See, that's what I was saying earlier. You know, you can smell everything when you're riding a motorcycle. You can smell whatever's going on around you. You can smell it. And I can definitely smell some weed. I don't know who's smoking it. Probably that guy just passed me up there right in front. It's probably that guy. That's alright though. Have a good time, bro. Just don't do anything stupid, and I don't have any problems with you. Alright, check this out. Something I love about motorcycles. You don't have to stop. Now, you do need to be careful and realize that a lot of people will continue going straight until the last minute before their turn, and they'll swing out, and if you're not really careful, you can get caught. If you try to go around them, they'll swing out and you'll get caught on the back bumper of their car, and that would not be a good day for you. You're probably going to get thrown down. You may be partially in the lane beside you, and if that's the case, then you may be on the ground with oncoming traffic coming up behind you, and that would not be a good situation. looks like we've got a detour. This will be fun. So whenever you're driving around construction and stuff like that, like I just went through, you always be really careful and watch the road, because there may be gravel, there may be dirt, there may be whatever, any kind of, you know, loose asphalt, water may be on the road. You never know. You never know what may be on the road, and it could be prime slipping conditions, and you may want to slow down a little bit more than you expected for going through a turn. You just never know. I just started riding, like I said, and I don't have a huge amount of experience, but there's something about riding a motorcycle, you know. There is the fact that it's very, hold on, I gotta turn my music down. Okay, so there's something about riding a motorcycle that's very interesting. A large portion of what you'll be doing is learn as you go, and it can be really scary. I've had more than one instance where, what's this old lady doing on her phone? That's the kind of people that'll just roll right into you if you're at a stoplight. So keep your eyes open on your mirrors, even when you think people are stopped, like this guy right here. You know, you never know. He may be on his phone. He may start rolling, and you got to pay attention. If you got a lane split, lane split. It's not legal in every state. It's not legal here. But if you got to do it to survive, then do it. Anyway, so the thing about riding motorcycles and learning, it's interesting that, you know, there's a very specific learning curve, and you have to take the time as you're riding to learn. And it can be really difficult, and a lot of the things that you'll be experiencing for the first time can really put your life in danger. So I highly recommend that you watch videos of other people riding, and that you would listen to their advice. You'd watch YouTube videos in your downtime when you're not riding, if you've already started riding. If you haven't, then that could be a good thing. You know, it could be a good thing that you're taking the time to study up and learn about what you're doing, because it's fun, guys. It's really fun, but it's scary as crap sometimes. When you get in a situation where you don't know what you're doing and you freaking screw something up, and you know, you make the wrong move, you're putting your life in danger. And if you're riding with someone else, you're putting their life in danger too. So you got to be really careful, you know. Study up, pay close attention to what's going on around you, especially when you're learning, until it becomes instinctive. And take the time, you know, take the time in parking lots, take the time on back roads, take the time in your neighborhood, wherever you got to do it. You know, practice, because it's not worth risking your life just because you're lazy. It's not worth it. Trust me. Another thing that's weird, people don't understand that a bike should be able to get, you know, 3 feet behind a car, no problem, because I can see everything about my bike, what's in front of me, I can see what's behind me, etc., etc. But then people think just because you're doing that, they can drive their car right up behind your bike, you know, like 3 feet. I'm like, dude, accidentally roll into me and let's see what happens. People need to take driving very seriously, as seriously as you'd handle a gun, because these machines that we handle every single day, in and out, driving to work and driving home, they're more dangerous, honestly, than a gun. You're driving around a 2,000-pound piece of metal, and you're taking a chance of not only hurting yourself, but hurting up to, you know, 15 other people, depending on how many cars you could damage. in one accident, you know? You're taking a pretty big risk. And so it's not a joke. You need to take it very seriously if you're driving a car. If you're driving a motorcycle, take it seriously too. And that you could scare somebody and you could cause them to cause an accident if you're not paying attention. You know, you gotta pay attention to what's going on around you. I'm not saying don't drive fast. I'm not saying don't use your machine with what it's capable of, but I am saying be careful. You gotta be careful. Otherwise you're gonna hurt somebody or cause somebody to hurt somebody else. Oh look, Shooby. Scooby-Doo. Hey Scooby. Hey Scooby-Doo. So I'm listening to remixes of Super Smash Bros. Melee soundtracks, and I am now hearing kazoos. Oh, hey Scooby-Doo! So a good friend of mine, who's going to probably be on this channel quite a bit, told me something I don't know if I really believe, but he told me it. So I drive a little bit more rambunctious than I normally would now. He said that cops in South Carolina are told not to pull over motorcyclists, and by Jim, I have not seen any motorcyclists pull over. Yeah, I haven't seen them pulled over. I don't think it's because they just run. I just think that cops aren't as concerned with motorcyclists because we don't pose as much of a risk. There's not as much of a return on their investment of time. You know, if I'm going fast, I might damage somebody's car, and yeah, you could kill somebody, but you're very likely not going to kill, you know, upwards of 4 people on a motorcycle like you can in an SUV. And people drive SUVs around here like they drive freaking motorcycles. You know, they're retarded. I guess I can't say that. They're stupid. They don't know what the hell they're doing, and I don't know either. I'm gonna go since this is a green arrow. That was not the proper way to accelerate. That's okay. I don't think I ride a motorcycle right. Do you see all that space and time I had to go across this intersection? I don't think I do this correctly. But that's alright. I like to be safe. Okay. I've arrived at my uncle's PC shop in West Columbia. So I'll see you guys later.